Okay, this is the WJ. In this video, we are going to look at question 3 of the WJC Additional Maths paper from June 2015. So this is a fairly standard differentiation question. So the only real derivative you know at this stage in your maths education is for y equals x to the power of n. So y equals x to the power of n. To differentiate that, we bring the power out in front and drop the power by 1. Now, there is the extra thing that we can do with this if we have a multiplication in front of it. So if there's a coefficient, so ax to the n minus 1 becomes a times nx to the n minus 1. So we just multiply. So we still use the derivative of x to the n, but we multiply it by whatever the constant is. Oh, sorry, the coefficient is. So in our first one, so dy by dx is going to be, so we have 5x to the 8, so that's 5 times x to the 8. So my derivative is going to be 5 multiplied by the derivative of x to the 8. So that's 5 times 8x to the 7, which is going to be 40x to the 7. So it's 40x to the 7. Okay, then I have minus 6x. So if I differentiate that, that's going to be negative 6 multiplied by the derivative of x, which is 1. So that's minus 6, or negative 6. And then my negative 9, any constant differentiates to 0. So that's my answer for that one. For the second one, we just have to be careful because it's negative. So my x to the negative 8. Then, so my power is going to come out in front and give me negative 8x. And it drops by 1, so it's going to be negative 9. So it's negative 8x to the negative, to the negative 9. And the last one, same thing, but it's just fractions. So we just have to be careful with the fractions. So the 2/5 is going to come out in front. So 2/5 x, and we need to drop that power by 1. So if I had 2/5 and I want to take 1 away from it, then I want that 1 to be in terms of fifths. So that's 2/5 take away, well, 1/2 is 5/5. So 2/5 take away 5/5 is going to be negative 3/5. So this is going to be to the power of negative 3/5.